right, happy Thursday, everybody. It's been a really cool week. Got a lot of stuff done. If you're following me on Facebook or Twitter, I spent the weekend in Galveston, and that was a whole lot of fun. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit more about how it is I get to be so positive about myself and my body, and I think that's the whole point. Because when we see different quotes, we're like, yes, I get it. I'm supposed to love who I am, and my body is my temple, and all this other stuff. But we really want to know, like, okay, but seriously, how did you do this? And for me, I try to use very powerful analogies. I'm like all about analogies. And the best one that I actually just came up with this morning was, you can't build a house on wet cement. And what I mean by that is we try to kind of like throw everything together and build because we know what things are supposed to look like. And we know our own qualities, and most of us were raised to say, you're intelligent, you're kind, you're, creative, you're this, you're that. So we know all of the things that we are filled with. We know that we are full of potential. But if we don't have the right tools and the patience to actually use them properly, we end up just getting really frustrated and just try to put stuff together because we just want to be able to present the perfect thing. So when we start talking about our bodies, and another amazing quote that came from one of my Instagram followers was that our bodies are not made to go back. They're made to go forward. And if we're constantly trying to go back to things and fix and correct, we never get a chance to move forward. So if you've ever built anything before that involves glue or cement, you know for a fact that you have to give things time in order to settle so that you can actually build upon it. If you rush, you don't actually get the quality of the product, and then when it breaks, you feel like something's wrong with you. And it's not that something's wrong with you, it's something's wrong with the process. And right now, we still see a lot of magazine advertisements, things on TV, that things are supposed to be quick, fast, easy, no work, and that's just not how we build solid things. I have been working on my yoga practice for a really long time, and I have people say, oh, I wish I could do that. And it's like, me too. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. And the days that I can't, I sometimes freak out and I think, oh my gosh, I'm never going to be able to do this again. And that's just not true. I just have to listen to my body and say, okay, you're going to have to take a break today, or you're going to have to now work a little bit more on these foundations. You have to work on your core strength. You need to work on your shoulder strength or your flexibility or whatever it is. But until I work on those things, I cannot continue to build, because then I only injure myself and I set myself back. But more importantly, or the thing that we struggle with, we now have to start all over again. And to start all over again is very challenging. And are we really starting over? No, because at the end of the day, you still have all of the information that you learned from the last time you attempted it. So today, if you're feeling frustrated that you haven't experienced any growth, take the time to reflect back on what it is you're doing to set your foundation, a solid foundation that you can actually build upon. Not just lip service, not just, feeling things in your heart, but practicing those things in your everyday life. So one of the exercises that I talk about all the time is to just look in the mirror. Look in the mirror and challenge yourself as to how you look in that mirror. Not like, oh, how do I look in the mirror? But do you give gratitude to your arms for their ability to carry the things around that you need? Do you thank your legs for the things that they carry you through constantly? Do you thank your eyes for being able to see? Do you thank your voice for being able to communicate? What do we use the mirror for? And repurpose that. It's not to sit there and point out all the things that are wrong, but it could be the way to look at yourself and highlight the things that are going amazing in your life. And as you learn how to change your perspective, you learn now how to build a more solid foundation, because it's based on truth, it's based on love, it's based on compassion, More importantly, it's based on you deciding for yourself what it is that you want. And it's tough to be patient because we look at other people, especially on the internet, we say, but I want to be like you. I have so many people say, I wish I could be like you. And my response is always the same. I don't want you to be like me. I want you to be like you because we need you in the world. We have one me, probably more than enough. And so we need you and your contributions. And then if we build a bunch of houses around one another, we can build a beautiful community. And I think that's a really amazing thing. So be patient, be kind, be gentle with yourself, focus on your own journey and your own path, and build that solid foundation. Get deep into what you want, and it'll slowly come. If you have anything that you're struggling with, if you just say to yourself, Anna, I just can't get over this, leave a comment. I'll talk to you about it. I'll make a video about it. Well, we can talk about it on Twitter. We can post it on my blog. But let's have that conversation. Let's not be afraid to admit that we're struggling with something. Because the beautiful thing about this project is I've met so many people that are like, oh my gosh, I'm going through the exact same thing that you are. And we can help each other. And that's really cool. So, like I said, if you have any questions, anything you're struggling with, feel free to shoot me a message, email, leave a comment. And of course, if you like the videos and don't mind the random cat toys that are left around my house all the time, feel free to subscribe so you never miss one. And of course, on a weekly and daily basis, you can follow me on Instagram or Twitter at Power to Prevail. Have an amazing day.